Hello, and welcome back to Lifelong Echoes. I am your narrator and English learning guide. Today, we will discover the extraordinary story of Oprah Winfrey, the woman who transformed from an abused child in rural Mississippi to the most powerful media personality in the world. Through Oprah's incredible journey, you will learn media and business vocabulary like television, interview, audience, network, and entrepreneur. You will also learn about overcoming challenges with words like poverty, abuse, resilience, determination, and success. Most importantly, you will learn inspirational expressions like live your best life and the biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams. As I tell Oprah's story, listen for these vocabulary words and notice how they help you discuss media, business, personal growth, and achieving your dreams in English. Now, let's begin the remarkable story of Oprah Winfrey. This is the tale of a girl born into poverty who became one of the most influential women in the world, proving that your circumstances don't determine your destiny. Our story begins on January 29th, 1954, in rural Mississippi. A baby girl was born to Vernita Lee, an unmarried 18-year-old housemaid. The baby was supposed to be named Orpah after a biblical character, but people mispronounced it as Oprah, and the name stuck. Rural means in the countryside, away from cities. Unmarried means not married. Housemaid means someone who cleans other people's homes for money. Mispronounced means said incorrectly. The name stuck means it became permanent. Oprah was born into extreme poverty in the segregated American South. Her mother worked as a maid for wealthy white families and struggled to support herself and her baby daughter. Extreme poverty means being very, very poor. Segregated means separated by race. Struggled means had great difficulty doing something. Life was incredibly hard for single Black mothers in 1950s Mississippi. When Oprah was 6 years old, her mother moved to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, looking for better job opportunities. She left Oprah with her grandmother, Hattie Mae Lee, on a pig farm in Mississippi. Job opportunities means chances to find work. Grandmother is your mother's or father's mother. A pig farm is where pigs are raised. This separation from her mother deeply affected young Oprah. Grandmother Hattie Mae was strict but loving. She taught Oprah to read before age 3 and made her recite Bible verses and poems in church. This early exposure to speaking in public would later become Oprah's greatest strength. Strict means demanding obedience to rules. Recite means speak aloud from memory. Bible verses are passages from the Christian holy book. Exposure means experience with something. Public speaking became Oprah's superpower. When Oprah was 6, she moved to Milwaukee to live with her mother, who was now working multiple low-paying jobs. They lived in poverty in a dangerous neighborhood where crime and violence were common. Multiple jobs means more than one job. Low paying means jobs that don't pay much money. Neighborhood means the area where you live. Crime and violence means illegal and dangerous activities. During this period, Oprah suffered terrible abuse from male relatives and family friends. She was too young to understand what was happening and too scared to tell anyone about the abuse. Suffered abuse means experienced cruel and harmful treatment. Male relatives means male family members. This was a traumatic time that Oprah would later discuss publicly to help other victims. The abuse continued for several years and deeply damaged Oprah's self-esteem. She began acting out in school, lying, and stealing small items. By age 13, she was getting into serious trouble. Self-esteem means how good you feel about yourself. Acting out means behaving badly. Getting into trouble means doing things that caused problems. Oprah was expressing her pain through bad behavior. Her mother tried to send her to a home for troubled girls, but there was no space available. Instead, Oprah was sent to live with her father, Vernon Winfrey, in Nashville, Tennessee. Home for Troubled Girls is an institution for young people with behavioral problems. No space available means the place was full. This rejection led to the decision that changed Oprah's life. Vernon Winfrey was a barber, businessman, and church deacon who believed deeply in education and discipline. He immediately recognized that Oprah was a bright child who needed structure and high expectations. Barber means someone who cuts hair for a living. Businessman means someone who runs a business. Church deacon is a religious leader. Structure means organized rules and routines. High expectations means expecting someone to do very well. Vernon made education Oprah's top priority. He required her to read one book every week and write a book report about it. He also made her learn 5 new vocabulary words every day. Top priority means the most important thing. Required means made mandatory. Book report is a written summary and opinion about a book you read. Vocabulary words are new words to add to your knowledge. At first, Oprah resented these strict requirements, but gradually she discovered she loved learning and was exceptionally good at public speaking and writing. Resented meant felt angry about something. Gradually means slowly over time. Exceptionally good means much better than most people. Education became Oprah's pathway to a better life. In high school, Oprah became an honors student and won numerous speaking contests. She was elected student body president and became popular with both students and teachers. Honors student means a top academic performer. Speaking contests are competitions for public speaking. Elected means chosen by voting. Student body president is the student leader of the school. Oprah was 17 when she entered a beauty contest and won Miss Black, Tennessee. This victory led to a part-time job at a local radio station, WVOL, where she read news updates on the air. Beauty contest is a competition based on appearance and personality. Miss Black, Tennessee was a title for African American women. Part-time job means working some hours, not full-time. Radio station broadcasts programs over radio waves. Read news updates means announced current events. At age 19, while still in college, Oprah was offered a job as a television news anchor in Nashville. She became the youngest person and first African American woman to hold this position at the station. Television news anchor is the main person who presents news on TV. Youngest person means no one younger had ever done this job. First African American woman means she broke a racial and gender barrier. However, Oprah struggled as a news anchor. She was too emotional and got personally involved in the stories she reported. Her bosses criticized her for crying on air when covering tragic events. Struggled means had difficulty succeeding. Too emotional means showing feelings too much. Got personally involved means cared too much about the people in news stories. Crying on air means weeping while on television. Tragic events means very sad news stories. In 1976, Oprah moved to Baltimore, Maryland, to co-host a morning talk show called People Are Talking. For the first time, she found work that perfectly matched her personality and talents. Co-host means to host a show with another person. Morning talk show is a television program with conversations and interviews. Perfectly matched means was ideal for her abilities. Unlike reading news, hosting a talk show allowed Oprah to show empathy, ask personal questions, and connect emotionally with guests and audiences. she discovered her natural gift for making people feel comfortable sharing their stories. Show empathy means demonstrate understanding of others' feelings. Connect emotionally means form feelings-based relationships. Natural gift means talent you're born with. Feel comfortable means relaxed and at ease. The show became very popular in Baltimore, and Oprah's reputation as a talented talk show host began to grow. Television executives in other cities started noticing her unique interviewing style. Became popular means many people liked and watched it. Reputation means what people think about your abilities. Television executives are people who make decisions at TV companies. Unique interviewing style means her own special way of talking with guests. In 1984, Oprah moved to Chicago to host a failing morning talk show called AM Chicago. The show was losing to a popular competitor and desperately needed a new approach. Failing means not succeeding. Losing to a competitor means another show had more viewers. Desperately needed means urgently required. New approach means different way of doing something. Oprah transformed the show by focusing on topics that mattered to ordinary people, especially women. She discussed relationships, family problems, personal growth, and social issues with honesty and compassion. Transformed means completely changed. Topics that mattered means subjects important to viewers. Ordinary people means regular, not famous individuals. Personal growth means improving yourself. Social issues means problems affecting society. Compassion means caring about others' suffering. Within months, AM Chicago became the highest-rated talk show in Chicago. In 1986, it was renamed The Oprah Winfrey Show and began broadcasting nationally across America. Highest rated means most popular with viewers. Renamed means given a new name. Broadcasting nationally means showing on television stations across the country. The show became a cultural phenomenon. Oprah's ability to discuss difficult topics with sensitivity while maintaining hope and optimism resonated with millions of viewers. Cultural phenomenon means something that has huge impact on society. Sensitivity means being careful about people's feelings. Optimism means positive attitude about the future. Resonated with means connected strongly with people's feelings. Oprah didn't just host a talk show, she built a media empire. She founded Harpo Productions, Oprah spelled backwards, and eventually owned her show completely, something very rare in television. Media empire means large business controlling multiple forms of communication. Founded means started or established. Eventually means after some time. Owned her show completely means had total control and profits. She also started the Oprah magazine, created the Oprah Book Club that could make any book a bestseller, and launched the Oprah Winfrey Network, OWN. Magazine is a publication with articles and pictures. Book Club is a group that reads and discusses books together. Bestseller means a book that sells many copies. Launched means started or introduced. Oprah's business success made her one of the richest self-made women in America, but she always emphasized that money was not her primary goal. Helping people was. Self-made means achieved success through your own efforts. Primary goal means most important objective. Oprah used her wealth and influence to help others improve their lives. Oprah's influence extended far beyond entertainment. Politicians sought her endorsement. Authors dreamed of being featured on her show, and millions of people looked to her for guidance on everything from books to personal development. Influence means ability to affect others' decisions and behavior. Extended far beyond means went much further than just one area. Sought her endorsement means wanted her public support. Guidance means advice and direction. She used her platform to address important social issues like racism, poverty, education, and women's rights. Her famous phrase, "Live your best life," encouraged millions to pursue personal growth and happiness. Platform means position of influence from which to speak. Address issues means discuss and bring attention to problems. Personal growth means improving yourself as a person. Oprah also became known for her incredible generosity. She gave away cars to entire studio audiences, funded schools in South Africa, and donated hundreds of millions of dollars to educational causes. Generosity means willingness to give money and help others. Studio audiences means people watching the show in person. Funded schools means paid for building and operating schools. Educational causes means programs that help people learn. Throughout her success, Oprah was open about her difficult past. She publicly discussed her childhood abuse, struggles with weight, and relationship challenges to help others facing similar problems. Open about means willing to discuss honestly. Struggles with weight means problems controlling body weight. Relationship challenges means difficulties with romantic partnerships. Her honesty helped reduce shame around these issues. Her willingness to be vulnerable made her more relatable to ordinary people. Viewers felt she understood their problems because she had experienced many of the same challenges. Willingness to be vulnerable means readiness to show weakness and emotions. Relatable means easy to connect with. Experienced challenges means gone through difficult times. This connection was key to her success. Oprah often said, "The biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams." She proved this by transforming herself from an abused child into a powerful force for positive change. This quote encourages people to pursue their goals boldly. Adventure means exciting journey. Force for positive change means someone who helps make the world better. Let's review key vocabulary from Oprah's story. Media and business terms: television, interview, audience, network, entrepreneur, platform. Personal development words: resilience, determination, success, growth, empowerment. Challenge vocabulary: poverty, abuse, struggle, overcome, transform. Famous Oprah expressions: live your best life. The biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams. And what I know for sure. These phrases are commonly used when discussing personal improvement and motivation. Notice grammar patterns: past tense storytelling: was born, moved, became, founded. Comparative structures: more popular than, better than. Cause and effect language: because of her honesty, people trusted her. Practice using media and business vocabulary. Try describing television shows, interviews, or successful people using words we learned. Memorize one of Oprah's inspirational quotes and practice saying it with confidence. Read about other successful entrepreneurs and media personalities. This will help you practice the vocabulary while learning about business and personal development in English-speaking countries. The Oprah Winfrey Show ended in 2015 after 25 years, but Oprah's influence continues through her network, magazine, and philanthropic work. She proved that your beginning doesn't determine your ending. Ended means finished. Influence continues means her impact is still felt. Philanthropic work means activities to help others and society. Beginning doesn't determine ending means where you start doesn't control where you finish. From a girl born to an unmarried teenager in rural Mississippi to the first African American female billionaire, Oprah's story shows that education, hard work, and helping others can overcome any obstacle. Billionaire means someone worth more than $1 billion. Her success came from combining talent with generosity and authenticity. Oprah once said, "Education is the key to unlocking the world, a passport to freedom." Like her father Vernon taught her, learning and growing are lifelong processes that open infinite possibilities. Key to unlocking means the tool that opens opportunities. Passport to freedom means education gives you choices and independence. Infinite possibilities means endless opportunities. In your English learning journey, remember Oprah's message about living your best life. Every day you study English, you're creating new possibilities for your future and opening doors to opportunities you can't yet imagine. Her story teaches us that authenticity, empathy, And the courage to be vulnerable can be your greatest strength. Don't hide your struggles. They can become sources of wisdom that help you connect with others. Authenticity means being genuine and true to yourself. Empathy means understanding others' feelings. Vulnerable means open about weaknesses. Sources of wisdom means experiences that teach valuable lessons. Oprah Winfrey transformed pain into purpose, poverty into power, and obstacles into opportunities. What transformation will you create with your growing English skills and expanding knowledge? This concludes our journey through Oprah Winfrey's inspiring life. Thank you for joining Lifelong Echoes. Remember her words: the biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep believing in your potential to create positive change. Join us next time for another inspiring story that will help you master English while discovering the remarkable power of human possibility.